Welcome to Married to Movies. Industry insiders John Russell and Tracy Kring live and work happily in cinematrimony. They're sharing behind-the-scenes adventures of writing, producing, and appreciating films.
Good morning, babe.
Good morning, babe. How you doing?
You look very cute.
You look very cute.
I really want us to coordinate because in public, you always look insane.
Can we coordinate? Like this. Go like this.
Are we going to do like mine?
Yes, exactly. Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. How are you going to edit that?
You can't. You just got to drop the whole bit. But I always look like I just rolled out of bed.
That's not true.
You look very put
That's
together.
That's not true. You've been
I'm
upping your
at
game.
least if I coordinate you,
Yes.
I'm in the same color.
Yes.
Then it's not so obvious.
We have some Halloween outfits that are going to be coming that are coordinated.
Yeah.
Not like costumes or anything. It's not like,
We were at the library getting DVDs and saw a little flyer that they're having like a Halloween spooky recipe thing.
Yeah. They have a cooking class or that they on a regular basis. Yeah.
You take like some inspiration from the cookbooks there, and then you bring a dish and share it with
But we're not
everybody.
actually taking inspirations from the cookbook.
No. I'm gonna make slap noodles, which I'm calling like Mummy's Little Noodles. I think.
Yeah, like mummy, like wrapped mummy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Mummy's Little Noodles.
Spooky. Mummies are not scary. They talk about those movies like, people in the 1930s, and they would watch something, and Bela Lugosi and Lon Chaney would be in it, and they'd be terrified. And some of them like
they were just scared.
Maybe.
They were just scared of people staring at them.
We watched all three. The last three Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The 7, 8, and 9 that starred Rey and Kylo Ren and all this. And all you talked about was how hard it was getting you. That's all you talked about.
No, how hard it was getting him. No, every time that he gave that certain look, I was like he's so hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's forcing her. Oh, yeah.
That's disgusting.
Oh, that's totally what you were talking about, though. Forcing.
I was not talking about sexual assault. He's totally head over heels in love with this woman because, and in the end, it's like he can actually be normal and he dies. But this is so codependent.
We shouldn't talk about this.
No, it's like
it was a very non-woke relationship.
Yeah, really, really not. Because she had to change him and turn him into a decent human.
He was a bad boy that she thought that she could.
It's problematic, but
totally problematic. Yeah, she was a total trad wife.
But they're having like this big sword fight, and it's like the waves are there. I mean, it's a really cool scene.
It's an amazing scene.
And if
you just ignore the script and the plot, it's great.
I disagree. He comes through the mist of the waves, and on TikTok everywhere, it's got that song from Pride and Prejudice where Mr. Darcy's coming through the mist.
There you go.
And I love that shot. I think it's like so iconic.
Like, how does Pride and Prejudice compare to
Wuthering
Heights
has some issues.
Oh.
When I was on the bus and I read the last page of that book, and I stood up, pulled the window down on the bus, and threw the book out into a pasture.
All this week, we've been kind of looking for fun things to do, Halloween things to do. We'll probably just stay in and watch a bunch of movies.
That's my most fun thing to do.
Absolutely. We watched one last week that I'd heard about for a long time called Cam. I mean, not like a long time, but it's like a couple of years old. And it's kind of about one of these
the cam girl.
Yes, one of these OnlyFans types girls. And she gets involved in something supernatural.
I liked this movie.
It was interesting. I was horrified by all men watching this movie.
Well, and you should be. And that's pretty normal.
It was disgusting. These type of guys that were spend God knows. They never actually said how much money it was. They were talking about tokens.
Right.
And please don't tell me every token is worth $1.
No, probably not.
No, but that was horrifying. I think it was Mark Zuckerberg. They did an interview with him, and they talked about how he believes that in the future, people are going to have a lot of AI friends.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So the idea is that people don't have a lot of friends now. They don't really have a way of making friends.
I want to say something on that though, because we all just separate.
Sure. You have to create a cause. You have to have a reason to go out.
Like the couple of times in the past week that we've been out in the public, like at the Pickle Festival.
Yes.
It wasn't that great. And there was one dude who was talking a bunch of smack. He's like, everybody else just imports their pickles from God only knows where. I actually make my pickles.
He was talking some pickle
No,
shit.
he was like, if I was a pickle person,
he was a
making
shit pickle
pickles,
talker.
It would have been me. You know how I feel about that.
We sometimes will do that. We'll take pickles and then we'll flavor them.
I'm not passing them off as mine.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm Mr. Pickle or Mrs. Pickle, and I'm selling pickles that have been made somewhere else.
You better watch out for that, because the fucking government will get you. That this lady bought a bunch of ingredients online and then made cookies and sold them, and she's in jail, and they're talking about giving her 10 years. She used her SNAP benefits to buy ingredients to make cookies, and then she sold the cookies online.
It was smart. But you know what you can do with your SNAP benefits? And I don't know if many people know this or take advantage of this.
Okay.
You can buy seeds and plants.
Okay.
Did you know that?
That's a really good idea.
You can buy and grow your own food with your SNAP benefits.
I wish you would have told that on the show before the entire government was shut down and no one was going to be getting SNAP benefits.
Well, they need to run out right now and buy plants. Now, you're going to have to turn your living room into a greenhouse.
This is true.
And invest in UV lighting or something, because it's the freaking winter.
Right. To get back to Cam real quick, what Mark Zuckerberg was saying as far as we're going to have AI friends, I was thinking about the fact that we already have AI friends, because what is an OnlyFans girl but an AI friend, a made-up friend that is saying and doing exactly what you want her to do?
At least she's a human woman.
Okay, I'm talking to the men. The fact that you want a woman that you can control, and you want a woman who doesn't, challenge you. Think about that, man. Think about that.
They don't think about that.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. And, I'm just so sick of the excuse of hormones and penis as the reason why people are horrible.
That's such bullshit. That is nothing but talking points. It's the same kind of talking points that Republicans have about the destruction of the East Wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I have needs.
It's like, they only destroyed the portico. Which, by the way, portico was used a lot in the West Wing. We watched it all the time.
Yeah, it was portico.
Portico is a very, very important thing. But no, they didn't just destroy the portico. They destroyed the entire East Wing of the White House.
Well, I like that. That's where Melania's
her offices were. Yes,
bitch ain't never there.
No, and here's the other thing. Okay. My Republican friends, okay, and I know there are some that listen to this show. Donald Trump and this administration, he is like, you don't like this person, so you bring your dog, and then that dog destroys the house, and you don't care. You don't care that your dog destroyed this other person's house.
Yeah.
Because you think it's kind of funny. And you say, oh, what's the big deal? He's just a dog. He's just doing what dogs do.
I've had this experience. I've had this experience where people brought unannounced their animal into my home. And immediately, even though it had just come up from outside, immediately it walks into my house and pisses like 10 cups on my rug.
Exactly.
And they're just like, oh,
that's so cute. That's what he does. Blah, blah, blah.
Did you know I had to buy a fucking carpet cleaner?
There you go.
Because I knew this one fucker was going to bring over their dog to my house. Even though I would say it didn't matter. They did not give a shit about what I wanted.
Right. You have no care for the other person's house. And the house I'm referring to is the United States of America.
He pulled the turkey off the counter.
Yes, exactly. That's what Donald Trump did. He pulled the goddamn turkey off the counter, folks. Okay? No one gets Thanksgiving now. No one gets Thanksgiving. We're all eating turkey cold cuts.
If you are one of these people who thinks people shouldn't have SNAP benefits, I encourage you, apply for them yourself. Okay?
Right.
I just want you to go through the process.
Yeah.
And see
they make you
how much fraud you think there could
you
be.
So many flaming hoops. You have no idea.
I've needed them at times and applied.
Yes.
And they were like, well, how in the hell are you paying your bills if this is the little bit of money you're making? I'm like, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I appreciate that about like Sunday school and church as a kid. Because they would make you do that.
They would
be
make
like,
you. Well, you've been like,
grow your empathy.
Grow your empathy. Like, go
like,
to
okay,
a homeless
we're
shelter.
all going to go out on the street and give people food. We're all going to go see what this looks like.
That's a wonderful thing.
Right?
That's a wonderful thing.
We're all going to lock ourselves in and not eat and see what it's like to go hungry.
It makes you feel
great. We're all going to go and visit the kids in the burn ward.
Give people something to to bring joy. Like anytime you've ever, like I remember we would go as a choir and we would go to like an old age home or something like that, you know, and it just makes people happy.
At the Pickle Festival, there was this man who and woman who walked up and were like, hey, can we sit at your picnic table? Sure.
You're always overhearing everybody's conversation.
I love to listen to people's
you do. And you're just like, did you hear what that is? And then the bill said this. And then there was.
It's a little town. I can't remember the name of the town. It's a little town in upstate New York.
Right.
And these are all very cute little village towns
right.
where everybody knows everybody.
Right.
So they actually are townspeople who see each other. And the guy walks over and they're all a similar age. And she's like, oh, at the VFW, they had a really great dinner, you know, but you didn't come. And he's like, no, I didn't, because you got to pay for the VFW dinner. He's out to get free stuff.
Okay. So
and said,
so how do you know this?
I listened.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, how much of this is what you know and how much of this is what you're inferring?
No. I know because he said it. Okay.
All right.
He's like, well, I wasn't going to pay for that VFW dinner because.
Okay. Well, that's not inference. Yeah, that's true.
There was a college in the area who was doing an alumni night.
Okay.
And they had a huge spread. There was food everywhere. And he went to that instead. And they said, well, how did you find out about that? Because he's not an alumni. Well, I just walked up at the entrance and told them I was alumni, and they just let me in.
This is a sequel to the
How are they going to prove that
movie? Not
okay,
Wedding Crashers.
Can't prove that.
Alumni Crashers just eating people's stuffed mushrooms.
He's telling them all about the stuff at the alumni, and they should have just come and lied and said they were alumni. And then he gets on a kick about talking about Chick-fil-A somehow. I missed the connection.
Okay.
And he's like, well, fuck those Chick-fil-A people because, you know.
Did they say fuck?
He said they're Trumpers.
Oh, shit.
They're Trumpers, so fuck them.
So, okay, so this is like an old guy. And so you would think that maybe, okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, dude.
All right.
And then the woman.
I see you, queen.
The woman of the couple sitting down, she says, well, good.
Oh,
good.
So
I like
she
that.
says good.
I'm glad they're Trumpers.
All right. So this is like a microcosm of the United States right here at the picnic table at the Pickle Festival.
The friend, the friend says, well, enjoy it while you can because it can't last forever.
Oh.
And then he's on talking about other things.
Right.
And he's like, well, I don't have any money. He pulls out. He's like, oh, wow, I only got $2 and I still want to get some fried pickles. They did not offer any money. You can get some out of the ATM. And he said, it's $5 to get money out of the ATM. A young family.
Another group of people.
A young
that
family.
You are illegally overhearing their conversations.
A young family sits down.
Okay.
A dad, a mom, and two little kids. Very cute. They're all like eating. And the mom's pulling out Tupperware with blueberries in it and shit, you know.
I'm imagining you as Gene Hackman, like in the conversation.
Totally.
Like trying to like get rid
I should have had
get rid of the drum circle, you know, that was playing up there so you could hear all of
Drum circle was there.
Yes, exactly. John Cazale, shut up.
The young couple is sitting there, and another young mother and her child come up.
Okay.
She's like, hey, they know each other.
Okay.
She sits down. The woman with the single woman here with the kid brought in a giant pretzel, and then all their kids started eating it. And the dad's like, well, I'll go buy some more pretzels because all the kids are going to.
I guess I have to feed my
children.
children.
The dad leaves, okay, leaving the two moms there. Mm-hmm. And the one mom, the little family mom, says, like, hey, where's your husband? Whatever his name is, Glenn or whatever.
Okay, Glenn.
And she's like, oh, well, Glenn started this new thing and he goes to the gym.
So Glenn's not there.
No, Glenn is absent.
And he has
he
gone
would be at the Pickle Festival.
The gym.
The gym.
J-I-M. He's gay.
Oh,
no.
Does he go to the gym often? And the mom goes, no, this is actually the first time. He's not an exerciser.
He's not an exerciser.
He's never exercised in his life.
Oh.
And he's like, okay, I'm just going to start going to the gym. So he was, previous to this, he was just going on like errand runs where he would like go to the store and go pick up trash bags at Home Depot and like.
Was I here for this?
No, you were gone.
I was gone. Okay.
You were getting fried pickles.
I was going and buying fried pickles.
And she's like, he would be gone on like a Saturday. He would be gone for hours.
Can you show me your pose to where you're listening, but you're acting like you're not listening? So what does that look like? Yeah, it's like, you're like, you got like, your little binoculars. Yeah, exactly. Like,
I've got my phone.
You're just kind of like looking the other direction, but then your ear is just kind of.
I've got like my phone.
I'm just curious how you're getting this much conversation.
I don't know. It just people.
Conversation. This is you.
I turned into wallpaper. I'm like a wallpaper person.
Exactly.
People have no idea that I'm there.
That's right.
No, a lot of
Harrison Ford. Yeah.
No, a lot of it is don't move.
Don't move.
Don't move. Don't move around a lot.
Oh, okay. So this is almost like stalking. This is like
I'll
you're hunting
like
for
this.
deer.
I'll just sit there like this. As if I'm looking around.
Oh, is your head turned towards them, or you purposely turn your head away from them?
With my ear.
Your ears kind of.
My ear turned towards. And she's like, well, it's important that he have some alone time. And this mama over here with the two kids.
What?
This mama is on my wavelength.
She wants her alone time.
A heat started because both of us went to the same place. This dude's cheating on this woman.
What? Glenn, you son of a bitch.
No bitch has ever started going to the gym out of nowhere. First time.
Going to the grocery store for multiple hours.
Missing the
on
pickle.
A day that this lover is not working.
And missing the Pickle Festival with his little wife and child.
That's right.
She was a very sweet,
was having his own,
beautiful woman.
He was having his own Pickle Festival. He
was.
What I mean.
And I was just like, oh shit, is this bitch going to tell this woman?
Like right here. It's going to happen. She's going to explode
should I say
into tears.
I'm like, should I say something?
Wait a second. Like out of nowhere. You just like, by the way, bitch, he be cheating on you. It's like, who are you? I'm just saying.
He's cheating on you.
Bitch, he is cheating on you.
Molly girl, he is cheating on you.
Glenn is a son of a bitch. What? Excuse me?
I'm just like, the more everything she's saying, it's like, well, do you go to the gym? This mama of the two kids is like, well, do you go to the gym?
Yeah,
she's
weird.
like trying to set her up to be like, oh, Glenn's cheating on me.
I see. So she's trying to get her to understand
the situation.
Yeah,
she's trying.
Yes.
But she's like, no, actually, on
I told you folks this was the better story.
A couple of times a week.
This was the story you wanted to hear.
I'll just do like, a video kind of workout, and the kid, like Bobby here will do it with me.
Right.
And she's like, well, what do you do on Saturdays when Glenn's gone for 4 or 5 hours? And she's like, well, I'll wake Bobby up.
I just want to say,
We'll have breakfast.
Glenn does not need 4 or 5 hours. Okay.
We'll have breakfast. He's getting refills of the propane tank. Okay. Somebody needs to tell her.
Well done.
I don't know,
not
Glenn.
Destroying that entire family.
I don't know them.
From your vantage point over at the other picnic table.
Well, no, they were at my picnic table.
Oh, okay. Well, then you could have destroyed the marriage. It would have been fine.
They were at my table. They asked, could they sit down next to me?
Wow. They're telling some pretty personal shit for someone who's still
that's
at the same
that's the amazing
table.
thing about like eavesdropping.
Yes.
Is you hear some of the most crazy things. I love it. And if you're not putting yourself out in public, you're like totally missing.
You're missing out
all
on
of that.
Listening to everyone else's live. We watched the Aliens doc. James Cameron, it had everybody in it. It had Sigourney Weaver in it. It had every minor character that was in the movie. It was, I mean.
Bill Paxton was not in it.
Well, yeah, because he's dead, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh, we saw Mortuary.
Or was it Pullman? No. Bill Paxton was
Bill Paxton. No, we saw, randomly, you found this movie from 1986 on like Tubi or something called Mortuary. And we fell asleep last night watching that.
Yes.
And Bill Paxton was in it.
I had no idea what I was in for.
It was so long.
It was so long.
I feel like we watched it the entire day. And then the next morning, we woke up and you said,
I guess we got to keep
watching the alien
because
documentary.
This is our job now, is watching this documentary. It was, I think, 5 hours long.
And the credits were like an hour and a half.
It might have been like crowdfunded.
It must have been crowdfunded?
Yeah,
because there were names scrolling.
And there were all these people that
scrolling for 30, 40 minutes.
But man, I mean, that's the thing about Cameron. James Cameron goes into details when he starts doing his documentaries.
Well, I feel bad for this documentary filmmaker because he was like, okay, yeah, we blast out like a 90-minute doc. Paul Reiser.
Yes.
Who's like the little, corporate squeak.
Yeah, he's like the villain. Yeah.
He starts telling us the story of getting fitted for his outfit, for his suit. And he's like getting fitted and they're measuring him. And
he's like, I wonder what my clothing's going to end up looking like.
They've measured him so many times and he can't wait to see what this outfit looks like. And he said, basically it was a suit with the collar popped up.
Yeah, popped up. Yeah.
He's like, that was it?
It works though. It's like a modernization of something that already exists.
We learned about the costuming department's
that whole section probably took about
design 20 minutes. 20 minutes of him getting fitted for a suit. Yeah.
I also learned, which I was not aware of, that James Cameron had done all of the set design for Galaxy of Terror.
Yeah.
Which is one of those movies that anybody who knows like sexy space movies, that's one of the ones that you watch.
Okay, I have a story about this. Is Galaxy of Terror the one where like you see the eggs going down the tube?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I think it was Galaxy of Terror.
Okay.
So a lot of times my mom, especially if it was a cheap horror or science fiction movie, she would just like, whatever.
Well, Galaxy of Terror is one of those Roger Corman movies.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's basically like it's like a cheap version of Star Wars. Well, actually, it's more of a cheap version of Alien.
Okay.
Is what it is.
My mother was on the phone.
Okay.
We had this, the typical brown plastic phone, like with the really pushy buttons. Love that. I miss those.
Sometimes they would stick.
No.
Yeah, they would stick and they'd go, and you'd have to shake the phone.
True. You had to bang it. Usually somebody had spilled something in there. So she was, and it had a very long cord, those little coils. It had one of those very long stretchy ones. So she was going back and forth between like one room to another.
Okay, so she's walking around with her stretchy phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And passing by me in the living room every once in a while. We had an open floor plan.
Right.
And I was watching this movie.
You were watching Galaxy of Terror.
Yeah. So it gets to the sex scene.
You mean the grape scene?
I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen this kind of thing. Right. And I'm just like...
How old are you?
like 11 or
You're
12.
11 years old.
I'm just like,
whoa.
But like, I can hear the Doppler effect of my mother getting closer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm just like, oh shit, is it going to be over?
So you like run it. Wait, do you like, is this on like on VHS?
VHS.
Okay, so do you run up and like turn it off?
No, I got really close to the TV and I paused it and I was blocking the television. And then I had to wait. I had to wait for her to go by.
It's like,
go
hey,
back.
Mom. Hey.
No.
Just want to tell you I love you.
And then as soon as she left, I like rewind and play it again. Like when we did the reading last week of our horror script, I really enjoyed like being out and networking with people, but these are people that are a little bit different than your normal networking people.
It's like you're a used car salesman going to a used car lot and you're both trying to sell each other cars.
Yeah, this kind of thing, because it was circled around like, a reading. It was like everybody was creating together because everybody's giving feedback. And like it was a little more creative space. Right. And I thought that was very interesting. I liked that vibe. I had told you like maybe we should put together something ourselves where it's like a monthly thing. And like probably 2 days later, I get an email from Meetup. Yep. People still do Meetup.
Apparently they do.
And you should check it out in your area.
I do check it out occasionally.
No, like people out there should check it out in their area and see what's going on. Okay. Especially if you're into film, or you want to do something very specific. There's a lot of people out there doing the same specific thing.
Right.
So this email says that the West Nyack Film Group will die in 7 days if you don't step up to be its next leader.
Whoa, this is like The Ring. This is like, if you don't save the West Nyack Film Group, they will die in 7 days.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a Saw movie.
Exactly.
And then I click it and it says, be the leader. These are the 3 things you have to do. You have to organize. You have to make sure you invite and excite people to come.
So this is kind of weird that you put this out in the universe and then you get this. But the only weird thing about it is that no one has posted on this website for 5 years.
For a while, yeah. Well, and
so you have to find out if this thing even exists anywhere.
The last time somebody posted, it was like, "Hey, is this thing still alive? I'd like to come to things."
Is this thing still alive?
And
you just like walk into a dark room. Is there anybody?
Hello. I decided that is not the thing that I want to do. You're not usually one to go woo-woo on stuff.
I'm not going woo-woo.
And no, I tell you.
Did I go woo-woo?
You did.
I don't think I went woo-woo.
When I said it, when I told you, hey, listen to this thing that's in my email, you were like, oh, you mean the exact same thing you just said that you wanted?
You have to acknowledge things sometimes.
That was exact.
You have to acknowledge things.
Crazy.
People are thinking that maybe there's a spaceship or something that is traveling.
Bring it on.
Traveling through the universe.
I got so many questions.
And they had this picture that it'll kind of look like a floating galaxy, and it's moving at 100,000 miles an hour, which I figured out if it's at Mars right now, and it's moving at 100,000 miles an hour, it will be here in 93 days.
Is it Jesus the alien coming
Jesus
back?
is on that spaceship, and he's coming.
Well, what was that movie? Good.
Sure, cool. Man.
Cool.
Sure. Well,
You watched Clown in a Cornfield.
Yeah, there's this movie that people had on their best of this year called Clown in a Cornfield.
I normally would not try this.
I wouldn't normally try this either because it's like a slasher movie type thing. And it's like, oh God, how interesting could this possibly be?
But you're not going to be able to talk about the thing that makes it interesting.
I can't really talk about what makes it interesting because that kind of ruins the movie. But what I can say about it is that if you're okay with slasher movies, it is a great one because
it's like political.
It's political. It has something to say in a way that was very unexpected and very cool. And it's the way that art should address politics. In this next week, if you want a really interesting slasher, I recommend Clown in a Cornfield.
Well, my favorite horror film is like Poltergeist.
Yes, I know.
And I love The Exorcist, but
You
it is
keep
very hard to
saying,
watch.
can we watch Poltergeist? And I'm like, we've seen Poltergeist literally.
So,
I understand, but like we saw it like a month
oh,
ago.
you can just watch the horror channel on like Pluto or
Right.
something like that.
Right, just those. Yes.
Yeah, and there'll be some random shit that comes on.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been playing like the Exorcism of Emily Rose a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't really like that movie.
No,
and it's pretty scary
it
at
has
times.
great actors in it.
It does.
It has incredible
what the
actors
fuck?
in the Exorcism of
That
Emily.
cast is
They
crazy.
really took that movie like, okay, we're gonna
They
make
took it serious.
We're gonna make a real like serious movie here with this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
It's very unusual that
Yeah.
a horror film has so many
Yeah,
good
like,
actors in it.
Tom Holland is in that, and just
Tom
a-
Holland's in it?
No, is it Tom Holland? Yeah, isn't that his name?
The guy who plays Spider-Man?
No. Okay, maybe it's not Tom Holland.
Are you hearing people talk about Substack like I am?
No.
Everybody is like saying, "Oh, Substack." And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
Well, first of all, you're about 15 years behind because Substack has been around a very, very long time.
But nobody's been talking about it like this.
I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe it's grown. Maybe it's like has a larger market share than it used to have. I don't know.
It's kind of interesting, and it's got like a feed, like a Facebook or Twitter or Instagram kind of feed, but it also is like you can publish to your subscribers.
Right, exactly. People subscribe to your Substack.
And you can do it for free. You can subscribe for free and get free content, or you can subscribe at like a monthly fee.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like something like Patreon or something like that.
But like, this is the interesting thing. Like, with a couple of different projects, we have MailChimps. But like, you can do the same thing on Substack.
So we're trying to figure out Substack right now. We're thinking about maybe putting the old shows on Substack.
We went through all of our emails, yours and mine, and then like culled a list of people who I'm going to just go ahead and call them subscribers. I'm going to upload them.
Just letting you know you're now a subscriber, whether you want to or not. But it's kind of rude.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, it's rude.
Just leave.
All right. Fair enough. I understand.
It's not hard to hit unsubscribe.
I understand.
It's not hard.
I understand.
You're probably going to get a communication, a newsletter before season 5 starts up. I want to maintain some kind of connection with people.
That's true.
And every week something happens that we want to be able to talk about with the people who listen. I just feel like now
make a larger network. I think that's awesome.
Now more than ever, like it's important to start being out in our communities because you get to be in this little bubble in your house. You're hearing on social media and on the news how bad things are. And when you get out in the community, we're just all trying to scrape out a life for each other as things get weirder and scarier.
I think things are getting weirder. I think they are getting scarier. And I think that the oligarchs, the techno bros that are trying to take over our country and our world, they are counting on the fact that human beings are incredibly resilient and they will figure out a way. Okay. Oh, you take this away from me. Well, then I'll still, survive. You take this away from me. Okay. I'll still survive. And those, billionaire fucks are like, well, let's just keep taking away from them.
But historically speaking, there's a limit even to resiliency where they storm the castle.
Honestly, resiliency is the problem. The fact that we do continue to find a way.
I think resilient, its partner should be resistance. You have some protection against just taking whatever you can and making do with it in whatever way you can.
There's a saying, the hell you know is better than the hell you don't know.
Well,
and I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I think that kind of thought process is what holds you in bondage. There is a power in resistance. And I like what you said, resistance and resilience.
They have to go
They have to
together.
go
They have
together.
to balance.
But we can't lose the resistance just because we're being resilient, because they're going to keep taking things away. This is our last episode of season 4. And this has been absolutely incredible. We've seen our fan base grow. We've had a lot of more connections and comments and things like that. And people like calling us out. And I love that. I love the fact that, when people get involved. If you want to see something more from us in season 5, which will probably happen after the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Reach out to us. And make a suggestion, because we're going to do another season, and this is your chance to have an effect on it.
I love comments where I'm not sure if they're putting me down or saying something nice. I just like it because I appreciate the interaction.
I think it's amazing that people will listen to us and want to, especially people who disagree with us. Everybody has a good reason for what they believe.
Yeah.
To them. To you,
they
may not be a good reason.
Well, they have a story about why they believe it.
They do.
Gather evidence to prove that they're right.
Right.
And, they wouldn't believe it if they thought it was wrong.
Exactly. And it's not that they believe it because they're bad or they're bigoted or they're evil or they're Nazis or whatever.
They just really do believe it.
Except Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller believes it because he is bad and evil.
I have
and
a problem with that name because I always hear the Steve Miller. And I'm like, I feel like Steve Miller
I wish
is
Stephen Miller
shit
would fly like an eagle out of this country.
to the sea
I wish
drown.
Stephen Miller would go take the money and run.
Go take the money and run away. Far, far from here.
That's right. I would feel jungle love if Stephen Miller would leave this country. I think you're the only person that's ever connected Steve Miller with Stephen Miller.
It's the difference between an N.
I know.
And I'm the only one who's ever connected it.
It's just because you're so brilliant.
It's hard not to get romantic about movies. Thanks for listening to Married to Movies.